To mastermind success in business, you require a clear goal and the confidence to achieve it. For success to be achieved, the first step is to ensure one has a clear vision of their goals and make it the primary, if not only, the objective of one's life. This rule seems simple enough, but most people actually get distracted by too many conflicting goals they set for themselves. If one lacks a clear and definite aim, it would be difficult to have the adequate amount of focus to even achieve any of the goals one has set for oneself. Success will come when you are able to identify and stick to your primary goals. One reason we burden our minds with multiple goals is because we lack confidence in ourselves. The next rule for success is to grow and sustain confidence in oneself. If you don't have self-confidence, they will be prone to the constant fear of not being enough, young enough, not worthy of love, fear of criticism. When self-confidence is low, you can make efforts to boost it. Confidence is like a muscle, and if you exercise it, it'll grow. You can increase your self-confidence with practical efforts to wean your mind of fear. Another thing you'd be wise to grow is your finances as well. To do this successfully is to nurture a healthy saving habit. Saving can be learned, even by the ones who have bad spending habits. It starts with being conscious about one's income and expenses. It is important to manage your finances to avoid getting trapped by debt. To cultivate a proper saving habit, it is advisable to draft up a budget and live within your means and not beyond it. Those whom I attract to me will reciprocate the acts of kindness and the service that I have rendered others. Napoleon Hill. A successful leader applies his vast store of initiative and brings impossible imaginations to life. Initiative is the ability to assess and initiate things independent of any external influence. It is a trait that is supposed to be commonplace in leadership. Once lacking, a leader will fail instead of succeeding. This rule of success is tailored to ensure that you'll become a very successful individual if you adhere to it. A good leader is one that has the ability to show initiative in every situation she finds themselves. Even if one wasn't a leader, it is important to acquire leadership skills wherever you find yourself. To be a successful leader, you must first wean yourself of procrastination and eliminate it, and go on to inspire those around you to avoid the habit of procrastination as well. You would have accomplished both becoming a better leader and achieved profound self-development in the process. Procrastination is a dangerous habit that can stall and even deter one from succeeding. Being a leader requires initiative, which in a way, is thinking out of the box. This requires a healthy imagination. What is imagination? This is the action of forming new ideas or concepts of external objects not readily present to the senses. It is the ability to create vivid accounts, in one's mind, of things that aren't within reach of any of the five senses. It is a powerful tool in any leader's arsenal, this ability to see opportunities and potential where no one else can. Without a vivid imagination, it would be difficult for a leader to see solutions where people see problems. To earn and sustain success, you must be enthusiastic about work and become a master of your own self. Enthusiasm refers to the rush one feels to act, the compulsion that drives thoughts into action. It is an intense and eager feeling of interest or approval. When it is properly harnessed, it can bring one great success with one's endeavors, ventures. When one is excited about the job they have, there is a direct increase in quality of work. Enthusiasm is the deciding factor between subpar and excellent performances in, around, and outside the workplace environment. Even your staff or colleagues will perform better when they feel enthusiastic about the task at hand. It is a very important ingredient in the recipe for success and an important rule. Enthusiasm, of course, can be overwhelming and oftentimes dangerous, which is why it is important to have self-control. Having a handle on your feelings is a very important skill one must master in order to ensure nothing stands in the way of one's path to success. Self-control also comes in handy when one needs to motivate oneself to take on a new task or challenge. Oftentimes we are plagued with our bad habits of procrastination or laziness, and the only way out of their grasp is self-control. The ability to take charge of one's subconscious and affect the conscious. Once you achieve this, you can convince your mind and body to believe and do just about anything you want them to. The ability to take the reins of one's excesses is a priceless ability that definitively ensures success. Success comes easy when you have a passion for your work. A healthy work ethic will be one of the results of a heaping amount of enthusiasm, a work ethic that borders on love for your work. This law of success is centered on doing what one is passionate about, as this will result in a much deeper dedication and greater satisfaction when one engages in the activities of the job. To truly get more out of work, it is advisable to do what you love. This also means that you are not to expect equal gratification in return when you carry out a task at work. The satisfaction one is to derive should be from the love one feels towards the job. This attitude will translate into doing more than you are paid for all the time, because to you it isn't just a job, not really. When you do what you love, you'll enjoy your job, and this will in turn translate into a positive outlook for the regular workday. It means when others are sour because the weekend's over, you are ecstatic and looking forward to another Monday. In fact, you took some work home for the weekend. A positive outlook to work will go a long way to impact just how you carry out your tasks in and around the workplace. The resultant overall mood one will attain is a pleasing personality, a very important trait to ensure one's success. As a law for success, having a leasing personality is important because it not only attracts better clientele, it advertises you to a larger audience. Nobody wants to deal with or do business with an uncouth, ill-mannered person, so you'll immediately have an advantage in the market. More clientele will gravitate toward you if you have a warm, welcoming personality. Sometimes, success is assured when you simply have a warm, welcoming personality. Did you know? Many expert critics accused Napoleon Hill of fraud and that his work lacked authenticity. In fact, there's little proof outside his accounts that he met with the people he claimed to have sourced the lessons from. Success is a byproduct of a clear mind backed up with accurate facts. As much as it is important to be centered and armed with a positive, charming personality, it is equally important that one arms oneself with a clear, correct and accurate stockpile of knowledge to source from. To go where you haven't without getting lost, you must seek the help of those who have gone before. For one to achieve success, it is pertinent that one avoids getting swayed by misinformation and rumors. What is needed mostly is facts, hard, substantial facts. This law encourages one to become a much sharper thinker whose actions are based only on concrete data and not emotions. If one is to succeed, this law must be adhered to. Without facts to hold on to, one would be prone to making rash and wrong decisions. When one achieves a sharper thought process, it will be easier to focus on just the essential things one needs to do to succeed. And as such, to concentrate on the important goals will be a breeze. Concentration is the act of focusing the mind upon a given desire until its realization. Concentration breeds a focus similar to that of when one achieves accurate thought but goes a bit further. To achieve one's goals, one must first concentrate on them until how to achieve them becomes clear. When one can concentrate on a task or goal, one will be able to direct all available resources to achieving it. With a clear vision for one's goals and the laser focus earned by concentration, it is easier to relay this goal to your team members. This is an integral part of leadership, cooperation. The ability to work well with others, enlisting their resources and unifying their efforts and channeling it into success is truly valuable. When a number of people share a goal, they can unify their efforts to achieve it even quicker. There are lessons to learn from failure if we can endure and show tolerance. Of course, the laws of success would ensure one succeeds, but you will have moments where one will fail, over and over again. This is okay, it takes failures to succeed. The lessons, the repeated trials all become valuable tools in achieving success. Failure doesn't define one's destination, it only shows what steps not to take in the future. Failure is often dreaded because some fear that it permanently defines our future, but it isn't. Failure is only a temporary defeat, a little downtime to reconsider one's strategies and realign one's mind to go at it again, this time more prepared. When you fail, focus on what went wrong and realign your strategies for a different result. The key trait that keeps one from settling on the failures, whether one or many, is tolerance. Holding on long enough to see one's plans mature into wins is a testament to endurance. When engaging with diverse people, it is essential to exercise tolerance, religious, cultural, racial tolerance. When one is tolerant of others, it becomes easier to focus on their content quality and not be narrow-minded. The place of tolerance in our world cannot be overemphasized, it breeds a healthier environment for all of us. Tolerance is essential because it avails everyone the opportunity to be treated equally without any prejudice. This brings us to the last rule, one that should guide all that want to succeed at anything they embark upon. The golden rule is somewhat similar to tolerance, except it goes further to buttress the point. In life, as much as in business, it is important that you treat everyone as you would like to be treated, always. Whilst tolerance is about giving everyone a fair chance to prove their worth based only on their capabilities, the golden rule asks us to treat others how one would want to be treated. In business or whatever one engages in, we must apply the golden rule. How one treats people will have a huge impact on how they're treated. Conclusion. There are so many hassles to success that it would require great tenacity and discipline to even hold on to it once it's acquired. It is dependent on so much that one mistake can lead to you failing, or you may not ever get to the point of getting it. These laws of success are to guide, instruct and teach one to create and sustain a mindset that fosters success every time you apply them. The thing with the laws of success is that they've been tailored for specific scenarios that have been designed to work if you follow them judiciously, but only if you follow all of them. If you stick to one and not the other, you will not get the result you desire. Chief of the laws is having a clear aim and cultivating a laser-sharp focus, as this is greatly instrumental in ensuring your efforts are met with success instead of failure. You must not fear failing though, it is only temporary and actually an opportunity to regroup and try again differently. Never underestimate the importance of teamwork. It can come in handy when your resources alone cannot get the job done. The mark of a successful mastermind is the ability to unify those working under or with him to achieve a goal. Always try to get a handle on your procrastination before it costs you dearly. Always treat people fairly and as you'd like to be treated. Try this. When in doubt, always remember that success isn't a myth and you don't have to be special to succeed. You simply have to be dedicated and intentional about your efforts.